Hello, how are you all doing today? Listen, so let me just start off real quick. I did not want to make a video in here whatsoever. Ever since the last video that I posted over in the corner, you saw how my head was basically like non-existent anymore. So because of that, I was really upset. Am I also in frame? I fucking hope so. You know, this might be good. I don't know. I hope I'm in frame. If I back up a little bit, we'll have to figure this out. Anyways, so let me just give y'all a quick rundown what's been going on. So I've been extremely on the verge of wanting to commit Not Alive anymore, only because I don't have the ability or place to make specifically these types of videos where I'm open and discussing this and more vibrant within my character and whatever. So I've been really upset because of that. Also mostly sad, to be real honest, yeah. However, because that whole dilemma occurred, because let me give y'all a quick example. I actually made a whole other video and recorded not that long ago. I just deleted it actually. And why? I didn't post it because I would never. But I made a video and I noticed that my tone of character was completely down. My demeanor was down. I was extremely upset. I was very sad. I was extremely depressed. I didn't really want to make it because of a situation I was in. And what that situation is, people. There were people around me in the little staircase where y'all guys know the whole little lo-fi videos are at. They're in the staircase where I usually film. There are people on the other side. There were one, as you could see, it's daylight outside. And I don't like making videos during daytime because that's when people are awake. And that's when it's not fun because that's when so many problems that are out of my control just start occurring. I genuinely do not like to make videos when it's daylight outside. Instead, I like to make videos when it's nighttime because that's when everyone's asleep. And that gives me plenty of opportunity to do what I want to do with my life, which is work. I really do enjoy that. And I mean work when it comes to volleyball, working out, and, my diet, and also, YouTube. So it's pretty sweet. However, knowing that I am not in the best of situations to make these types of videos, I did my best to make it. But during a certain point, I was genuinely getting, it sounds stupid. I understand. It sounds fucking stupid, but I was genuinely getting teary-eyed. And because I couldn't make the video, I was, the best way to describe it is that there was a crippling, angst inside of me that was hindering my ability to actually do what I wanted to do, which is talk like this in a nice little, not too extravagant and loud, but also I wanted to, at a monotone voice where I was where people could understand me, specifically myself too, that I could get better at this types of conversations. But it just didn't work out that way. And as soon as I put everything in my software to edit the video, I looked at it and I immediately just deleted it. I deleted everything. I didn't want to look at it. I couldn't. I physically couldn't. It was just so bad, only because I was so sad making it. And listen, I'm not saying my mood always has to be happy during making these videos, but I want to be able to fully express myself. And that's what these videos are for. It's for that, that specific reason. I hope I'm in frame right here. I know I should be in frame. I'm not that tall, so it should work out for the best of us. Anyways, I digress. So the main point of this whole thing, what I wanted to discuss is the question I asked not that long ago. I asked a question in the end of my videos, specifically one of them. And I said I wanted to ask y'all a question or have y'all ask me a question. Thankfully, the one person that is completely keeping this boat afloat, and his name is Christopher. You know who you are. And because you are it's the sole reason why I continue living is, yeah, he asked the question. He did the video what were you supposed to do. He answered. Oh my God, I can't fucking speak. I get too excited. He asked a question, and I'm going to paraphrase because I'm terrible at this because, yeah. But he basically asked, 5 years ago, where did I see myself 5 years ago whenever, 5 years ago, how it goes. Yeah, so where did I see myself during that time? Well, if I look forward in life. And also, where do I see myself? I'm going to assume 5 years from now, but I'm also going to just say, just for ambiguity reasons, just in the future or whatever, just to make things more vague. I'm being very quiet right now. Well, now I am because I hear people. I hear movement. I don't like movement. I don't like that because I don't know what's in my surroundings. Anyways, I digress. Let me continue with the conversation. He asked me the question. I shall answer. So, anyways, the question was that was basically it. You already heard it. So, this does have an important story because a long time ago, during that time period of my life, I was still in school because, you know, I haven't been out of school that long comparative to most people. So I was still in school, and because of that, when I was in there, I did notice a common occurrence. I noticed there's a lot of common occurrences. I'll talk about this in the future, but I noticed a common occurrence, and is that overnight, people just discovered what they wanted to do with their life immediately, literally like that. Like, it was gnarly. Like, overnight, people that would never talk about specific things in their like careers or whatever immediately just switched over and said, I want to do this shit. And then next thing you know, they started doing, like, they started talking about that. And it was just kind of like, you know, abrupt. No one, and it wasn't really like a gradual like inclination to go into it. It was real abrupt. And that really confused me because I started realizing that I'm the only one that doesn't know what the fuck they want to do with their life. I had absolute no clue what I wanted to do with my life during that time period, like those 5 years ago. I had no clue what I wanted to do. And I would see other people like immediately explain how they wanted, you know, they're going to go to the university to do this and do that. And I'm over here like, yo, what the fuck should I do? Because I didn't know what I wanted to do. Keep in mind, during this time period, I didn't know what I wanted to do. And I was thinking about things that I was good at in school. I was really good at. Specifically, I was really good at. And I have a whole other story in the future. I'll talk about it in another video. But when I was in school, I was extremely well whenever it came to general science, like overall science. Whenever it came to that, I was really good at it. See, when it comes to like my speech, I get terrible at it. But when it comes to like off-topic things or whatever in like literature and shit like that, like, you know, and the true academic self and all that stuff, like, I'm really good at some subjects. I'm not good at others, as you can tell. But nonetheless, I was really good in, you know, the basics of, you know, basic science. So not just science in general, it was also chemistry I was really good at. I was really good at anatomy and physiology. I was really good at biology, really good at overall human biology. I was really good at aerospace physics because, you know, I was in an aviation class. And then I also was really good at general, like, you know, general science or whatever, right? I was really good at these types of subjects, and it was only because, like, growing up, I was real into science. I still am. If this place seems like a mess right now, keep in mind, I apologize. Listen, this won't be for that long. Well, it'll be for a while, but for, you know, this won't be the permanent set of whenever I do these little lo-fi commentary videos. Let that be known. Instead, it's going to be in other locations, specifically in not in the far future, but in a good distant future. It's going to be there. So we'll be there in no time. Don't worry about it. As of right now, I just gotta do what I gotta do. And, you know, it's all a process. Anyways, like I said before, I'm not gonna brag and say I was the greatest fucking, like, you know, like, student when it came to overall science, because I wasn't the best at it at all, but I was extremely passionate about it. I had an overall, like, sensational love when it came to any form of general science. It didn't matter what the fuck it was, I was in love with it because I genuinely like science. That's my thing. Like, even when I was like in like an elementary, in like kindergarten, like, I would hear stories about certain things. I have a strict memory of like those old TV screens up on the, like, the corner of the little classroom, old like CTR or whatever, I forgot what they're fucking called, but those old CRT TVs, just like tiny little ones up in the corner of the room. And I remember they played, I think it was if I'm correct, it was what was his name? I think it was a Carl Sagan video that they played, and it was to show the beauty of the universe, some type of shit like that, right? I learned a lot through that, and that really captivated my attention whenever I was specifically seeing the galaxies, because that's what I absolutely love seeing. I love seeing the galaxies just coming at you. It looks so sweet. I love the thought of that. That's another conversation I want to talk about in the future, is the thought of, like, you know, our insignificance, but yet still, like, the prowess that we have as humans is beautiful. I love it. Anyways, so let me continue with this. I'm just trying to get it comfortable, be real honest with you. So during that time period, I didn't know what I really wanted to do with my life. So instead, I stopped the idea of going to a college and university for a while, because I did have a conversation. It was a hard conversation, but I did have a conversation with my mom, and it was about, like, what if going to a college and or university was a good idea. And I said, and at first I was real hesitant, and I didn't want to. I really didn't, because I was in a place where I didn't want to, because I didn't know what I wanted to do in my life. So I thankfully we were both completely understanding, and we waited for a bit. That's the thing, we waited. I'm not saying that my college and university experience is cut off completely. I'm not saying that, but now that I'm in a point in my life where I have a general like idea, like a vector where I want to go, it's gonna change. It's gonna make a difference. Let that be known. But that was the thing. I didn't expect myself to be here in this state, in this state, of course, and also this state of mind, and like this, like doing this. I don't think it's gonna be as loud because there's a silicone thing on it. You like my case? It's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet. I don't think I would ever think I would be in this type of situation where I make YouTube videos, because at one point I did want to make YouTube videos, and I was in a group of people, I still am in a group, but like back then it was way more prominent. It was a big group of other kids, and all of us wanted to make YouTube videos. However, the idea never came to fruition due to Fallout, as you can expect. Not the game, but like, Fallout within the group. So because of that, we never like pushed the idea to make a YouTube channel. But the seed of a YouTube channel has always stuck with me, of like creating one, and I just wanted to have one. So I was like, yeah, why not? Let's fucking make one. So as the years went on and I got over the fear of what people thought about me, that's really when it all kicked in, and I created the YouTube channel. Because before I wanted to make it to do these type of videos, but also I was real hesitant because I was genuinely afraid of what people thought about me. I genuinely was. I will be honest with y'all. I didn't like what people think about me. But at a certain point, I completely just said, fuck it. I said, I'm not gonna, I literally, it was a whole like self like experience within myself. I had to like sit down to really think about this. And I just had to stop thinking and caring what other people think about me. And that really, like the next day, won't fucking lie, the next day I made the YouTube channel, and I was so excited about it because I made it. I remember telling one of my friends, I said, oh yeah, I made it. I finally got over that fear of what people thought about me. The only difference is that I don't like making videos when other people are around me, because I want to fully express myself. As I said in the beginning, I want to fully express myself and fully be open, but I can't do that whenever there's other people around me, because it just fucking seems weird and I don't like it. I'm back in this same spot because I want to conquer what the last episode that we did, because I really did not like the way it turned out. I was not in frame. So now I put the sticky note right here for reference. Like that. I know I'll be in frame, and I really do appreciate that. Makes me happy. If I'm not in frame, this is just fucking stupid, to be real honest with you. But anyways, I digress. So because I did not know what I wanted to do with my life, and the only thing I really thought about was like, it's like going into some form of science, whether it be a chemist or whether it be in some sort of like anatomy and physiology. That really might turn out to be a thing. I don't really know. We'll figure it out as time goes on. But for the most part, oh my god, this thing turned on. It wasn't until later on in life when I discovered, like not even like a few years ago, when I really like started finding things I really did like genuinely felt like alive doing. I don't know how else to explain it. I just need, the best way I could say is like whenever I make these YouTube videos, knowing that I'm putting out like nice little fun lo-fi content, I say fun, but like nice little lo-fi content, I really do enjoy that. And I feel like this is a good way to like share my little tiny story and all that stuff. Remember, I'm not a hardcore individual. I like to live a nice simplistic lifestyle with a strict schedule. But when it comes to like volleyball, oh my god, when I discovered volleyball not that long ago, and because of that, and I say not that long ago, I'd be genuinely honest with y'all, like I wasn't a big sports individual. Whenever I was in school, I didn't even participate in any sports. There was a few sports I really wanted to play, but our school didn't like allow them, because our school was kind of fucking stupid, or two, I attempted some of the sports, but I wasn't feeling that kick, that energy, that hype whenever I like saw it being played, or whenever like I participated. Like there was a few sports that really didn't kick, they didn't kick in for me. So because of that, whenever making sure I'm in frame, I really want to make sure I'm in frame. Anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. I didn't expect myself to be in this type of situation whatsoever, because I didn't know what I wanted like the next day of my life. Whenever I was like 5 years ago, I didn't know what I wanted. I'd be real honest with y'all. I genuinely had no clue on what I wanted to do with my life. And that was such a hard thing for me to like just grasp, because I couldn't understand how people found what they immediately loved as like the next day. And for me, it was a part of me that thinks that it was like a pushed idea onto them. Like people push the idea, specifically their parents probably pushed the idea of like they should be like this and they should do this, and the next thing you know, they were like, I'm gonna do this. And then so it's like, okay, I get it. Like maybe I could guarantee you there was a few instant cases, I'm not gonna say names, but there were a few cases where I was like, I understand your point, I get it, but I also understand that that is something that you not fucking want. It is just forced upon you. I'm like, oh well, to each their own lives, whatever. So I get that point right there. I get that point where it's like, oh yeah, you want to be safe. I get it. I completely understand. You know how much I would fucking love if like I immediately wanted to do something fucking simple and be like, I want to do this, and then like do it and then go there. Well, keep in mind, I kind of am doing that with the YouTube and also with volleyball. It makes sense. So keep this in mind. Now let's move ahead, because I want to talk about this more in the future, this specific topic, because it comes through my head a lot. So I'm going to have more conversation about this. Thank you, Christopher. I really do appreciate it. But when it comes to like where I'm at now and where I see myself in the next couple of years, I will be 100% honest with you. I still see myself doing more YouTube, and I also see myself having conversations with people that are way more intelligent than I am. I would love to like learn from other people. This is off topic. I'm going to talk about this probably in another video, but just recently when I went out and it was completely by random. I wasn't even expecting it, but I actually had a conversation with a scientist not that long ago. I think it's a scientist. It was so cool. It was so much fun to talk to this guy. He was way older than I am, extremely way older, but he was such a genuine dude. I absolutely like fell in love with like all the knowledge that he was like gifting me because of a simple question. I didn't expect to meet a scientist. I also didn't expect to meet the CEO. He was the CEO of this entire company. He's the boss of the company. He's the owner of the company. I didn't expect to meet this guy, but I did. Oh my God, there was so much I learned from him, and I want to continue. Hopefully, this is just for me, for my sake, but I would like to build a repertoire with this individual in the future, like that I could like, get more information, because I need to surround myself with very intelligent people, because right now it's like, listen, I get there's so much stuff I could learn, so it's like I need to surround myself by people that know more than I, and I would really appreciate that. So that's something I do want to work on, and that's something for sure I see myself doing in the next couple of years, is be surrounded hopefully by people that are way more intelligent than I am, like that I could gain as much information as possible. That also includes volleyball. I will be 100% honest with y'all. That also includes volleyball. In the future, I plan on getting a coach, because my general skills and knowledge for volleyball is very minimum. I know dog shit about volleyball, really do, even though I talk about it a lot. When I say I know dog shit, I only say that in the sense of like comparative to like professionals. I don't know shit, but I'm literally beyond. I'm a little novice. I don't know fuck it all. But that's one of the reasons why I'm here, is because of volleyball. I have an opportunity to play volleyball, and I have an opportunity to get a coach and like go to a facility where it's strictly only volleyball. I'm extremely excited for that. I don't think you understand how actually exciting that is, because I get to learn from someone who's an actual professional, who knows their shit. I don't know. I haven't even met this person yet, but I know the facility and I know where it's at. I know it's not that far. So that's something I didn't expect myself doing, is playing volleyball. And that is also something I need to be honest with y'all, because I have to be strict with myself. I do want to play volleyball professionally, maybe, but well, actually, fuck yeah, why not? Why not? Dream big. Why not? I want to play volleyball, I really do, and I want to be on a team with people, and that is something I'm holding myself accountable for. I want to do my best to actually get to that point. And listen, all this has the overarching reason within my life, like that I could say this on my deathbed. I really do mean this. I tell people this too. I don't think you understand how much I like really genuinely mean this. On my deathbed, I want to be able to tell people that I fucking went for it. I went for it. I at least went for it. I attempted this. Whether or not it's YouTube, or whether or not it's volleyball, or whether or not it's some like form of chemistry or whatever, I attempted it and I went for it instead of having fucking regret. That's the one thing I don't want in this life. Listen, I didn't grow up in a perfect fucking life, but I also didn't grow up in a shitty life. I grew up in a moderately, like, you know, it's okay in my opinion. But I mean, I did learn a lot of valuable lessons, and one of them is I don't want to settle for less, and I don't want to just hold myself to something where I could achieve more. And I'm not saying I'm gonna be this whole grand like bullshit whatever the fuck, right? I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that I want to be able to say on my deathbed that I have no regrets. That's what I want, and that's where this all leads to. I am super passionate about YouTube, and I'm super passionate about volleyball. I don't think you understand. So now that I'm here and I'm able, once I get my vehicle up here, oh my god, we'll be set. I'm able to like fully go out and like go and have conversations more with hyper intelligent individuals when it comes to certain subjects in life. I cannot wait, and that's what happened not that long ago. I will talk about this in the future because it is very important. Nonetheless, I digress. That's all I wanted to talk about throughout this whole little video was this topic conversation. I'm going to add on more to it probably in the next one because there's so much more I want to discuss about like my time back when I was going to school and I was like learning about shit, and also what I want to progress on in the future. There's so much I would like to talk about, and now that I'm getting like in a happier mood, I'm really thankful for that. Thank you for everybody. I really do appreciate it. It makes me happy. Now that I'm in a better mood, where I was comparative to where I was, where I was before, I feel a lot better doing this, and I am very thankful for everybody that is watching my little channel. And I do have to be honest with y'all because I need to keep myself accountable. I'm doing YouTube because one, you know, it's a perfect opportunity. I'm supported by very lovely people, and there's plenty of people. I'm not gonna say hundreds, but there's plenty of people. We're almost at 100. There's plenty of people that want to see this progress and get bigger than what it is, and that's something I really want this to do. So that's one thing I see myself doing in the future. The other thing too is playing volleyball. I fucking love volleyball so much. The only thing that is like I hear is like my height. It's like you can't play volleyball because your height. I hear that and all that stuff. It's probably like more fucking shit in my head. I could be wrong with y'all, but I know that there are people that are way fucking better than me, that are professionals, completely that are professionals, and they're shorter than me, and they're playing volleyball. So it's like if they can fucking do it, then so can I. So that's basically where I'm at in this whole sense. Is I want to play volleyball, and I want to do YouTube, and then there's of course other aspects of my life that I haven't even discussed or touched upon. Like for example, again, we're gonna do some like a little hints because this video is getting too long. Is like carpentry is one of them I really would love to do because I actually used to do some form of like crafts back at home, where I used to do stuff like that. So there's plenty of other stuff that I would love to get into, but I don't have enough time to talk about it in this video because this video is getting too long enough. I don't know how else to end the video. I'm genuinely happy right now. This video might come out a little later than expected. So yeah, because I'm filming this, past my bedtime, to be really honest with y'all. Thank you all again for watching. I really do appreciate it. I don't think you understand how much I really appreciate everybody that's watching my little videos. And I genuinely have so much love for all the people that do support my channel. I really do. This is our little lo-fi community, and I'm really thankful for that. Thank you, Christopher, again. Listen, I'm gonna keep on mentioning you because you're commenting this thing, and I really do appreciate it. And you're the reason I'm keeping this boat afloat. I'm just saying, there's also other people too I do want to give little shout outs to. You see him before in the comments. His name is Shadow Edits. He also is he's a big YouTuber comparative to me, and I do want to thank you too for finding my little channel and giving commenting all that stuff and being the early supporter. I really do appreciate it. There's a few other people too named Oreo, and there's another guy named Monkey. I completely forgot Oreo. I forgot the other one's name, but they're in older videos. I want to thank y'all for all so much for the support that y'all guys are giving. I really do appreciate it. If there's anyone else I haven't named yet, keep in mind you'll be named in the future. I promise you. Thank you all again for watching. I really do appreciate it. I don't think you understand how much I appreciate all of y'all. Have a great night.